Hello everyone, welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to teach you how to create graphs using Manim. I assume you guys have watched my previous video regarding the installation of Manim, and then you are ready for this tutorial regarding producing graphs using Manim. So I assume you guys have everything installed correctly. You go to drive C and then go to Manim and Manim Master and create a new folder in this directory. This is your Manim directory. I call it project 1. And then I need to create a new Python file inside this folder. I have my VS Code open, so I create a new file and save it with the graph1 name .py. Okay. So we have everything ready. Let's import the libraries that we need, the necessary libraries, and then the first library we need to import is from Manim folder. You go to Manim folder and then you're gonna have Manim library. Inside Manim library there's a full py file name imports. You're gonna import everything from this actually file. Let me show you where this imports are coming from. So if you go to the Manim main folder, you're gonna see Manim lib right here, and then you will have py file. So from this imports py file, you're going to import everything to your code, and then you're going to import numpy. You may need numpy when we are coding, and then we need to develop the graphs. So using class, and we name this class graphx. From graph scene. So all our this are developed inside Manim. I will explain you in the next lectures. So from config, we're gonna define the size, color, and the range of our coordination system. So I'm saying for minimum, I'm gonna say x start from -4 and then ends, so x maximum gonna be at 4. You can do this the way you like, and you can get all the actually all of them right here. If you don't specify them right here, it's gonna select you the default values. Okay, I'm gonna say, okay, what's my X label and what's my Y label. So for now I'm keeping them as they are, or you can change it if you want. So we are done with the coordination system. Let's define graph functions. As we're gonna have a function as show function graph, and then self dot set of axes. You can say the animation of axis be true or be false. So I'm putting true here. You can do some different things with axis actually, but I'm just trying to keep everything simple right here. There's a lots of details for Manim actually. So let's define our first function. I'm defining my function as simple as is possible, just defining it x. So here's my math function. The next step is to define the actual graph object self.getGraph function, and I'm gonna say my function gonna start from minimum x to maximum x. Again, you have some other variables for this function as well. You can define them if you want to. So we have our graph object. Now we are going to say play this object and show creation. You can select different type of creations. Select creation and graph creation for my graph, and then I have to have a construction, you know, when these are what we defined. Now we want a construction. So after defining the construct function, we will have self.show function graph that we defined above, right? So this is going to construct and create our graph. So then go to your main directory where you have your Manim, and then type over there cmd for command prompt. So when you have your command prompt open, type python manim right here, and then go to the folder you created. Our folder was project 1, and then slash and graph 1. When you put -pl, it's gonna play after creation but low quality. As you can see, there's lots of problem with this. We need to a little bit modify it. We're gonna modify the axis and also the range. My axis, let's put it to -1 and 1 for my coordinate system, and then my function, let's do it like square of x. So it's gonna make it like looks better. My y-axis is like too big, so I'm gonna like make it shorter. Again, from graph scene you can go to config and then so you see my y maximum was very high, so I came here and then I edit them. 2 is good, and my minimum y is -1 is good, and then it should be okay with that. Okay, let me see if we need to do anything else. Let's change the color. We can change the color of the graph. Set the color for like to be red. Let's run it again. Remember, PL means play low quality. If I remove that, it's gonna go to high quality one right here, and then this actually is the directory where it's saved. So you go here, paste it, and if you run it, it's gonna automatically open it. Okay, we have it here, but our axis, it's not in the center of my in center of a screen. So let's move to the center of screen. How we can do that? Again, from graph scene, you will have an option in order for graph origin. So you select that and go to your code, paste it right here, and change the values. Down and left are like x and y. Down is minus x, left is minus y. So it's a unit, 1 unit. So okay, let's run one more time. We already run it, I believe. No, oh, I haven't saved it, so let's do it one more time. Oh, it's not saved, you see? Okay, let's play. Copy and paste right here. Okay, now we have it in the middle, in the center of our screen. What else we can do is we can add many different properties to the to our code. Like, let's change the minimum and maximum values of my coordinate system to -4, 4, 2, and -2, and then I'm going to change my function to sine, sinus or sine function. And okay, I will be able to change this one as well. Let's okay, I just moved a little bit lower by adding 0.5 down, not 0. Okay, I saved it. Let's run it with low quality. Low quality runs faster. M is like medium quality PM. Okay, as you can see, I can see part of the sine curve, but I have to change the range from numpy pi to -pi, from -pi to pi. So now we can see a little bit better graph than before. Let's run it one more time. Okay, I have our sine curve right here, and you can see how nicely it's done. We can have a little bit of difference. You know, we want to have a pause during our after our curve is made, so we can say self.wait. After, it should be after play. And if you want your running time be more or less, you can add runtime to the play part. Actually, runtime equal to how many, it's per second. I'm saying 3 seconds. So everything looks good. Yeah, let's see if we run it, what we will get. I saved it, and then let's run it with m minus p. Okay. It seems we got you know, after we had it run, we should have like 3 second wait. It's a little bit less than that. So let's add another function. We want, like, in the one coordinate system, we are going to have more, 1, 2 or more graphs. So let's add cosine curve. So I defined function 2, like exactly similar to previous one, I just changed the name, and then you have to change your graph. I changed the first graph to graph sine, and my second graph gonna be my graph cosine. Let's add a comment here. Sine graph. This is gonna be cosine graph. So let's change what we have copied here. My sine gonna be the cosine. This guy also gonna be cosine. Okay, everything looks good. I have to change that function name to function 2, and then I wanted my sine graph play first and then another one. So here let's add the common playing graphs. Okay, so I changed the name, and then I copy and paste and do for cosine. Okay, runtime 3 and the waiting time also 1 second. So everything looks good so far. We can change the colors. One was red, the other one we want it to be yellow. The cosine one gonna be yellow. And then sine, it's not only sine, so I'm just putting it as a Y. Let's run it again. This is my sine curve, and here is the cosine one. Total was like 10 seconds. We can make some other change to our graph and our code. Let's add text to the graph. I call this text 1. Gonna be text m object, and then your object is your text. Write whatever you want. I'm gonna write here sine x, or let's say y equal to sine x, and then just a space or point or dot or something right here. Just 2 dots, and then another y gonna be like cosine. My sine actually is not correct, but that's not important. Okay, let's move on. And then what I can do is I can say my text 1, I can apply different method to say where it locate. I'm gonna say I want it next to which one? Next to graph, cosine or sine, doesn't matter, cosine. And when you say next to, you're gonna say left, right, up or down, and this character should be on capital. Okay, I'm saying I want it to be under it, so I said down. So self play. I'm saying like right text 1. So when you have the play function, the first play we're gonna play first and then the rest of them. Okay, everything looks okay. I can say the height of my text. You can add the height. I'm just saying multiply it by 1.2. You can change the color, you can change the make it italic, bold, and everything we can do it. But I'm just trying to teach you through an example, not like one by one. So let's run this. We got the error right here. My error is let me see what's the error. Okay, I think I found it out. We have to move at this part to right here, yeah, because the other one just is construct function. So all the object and play should be in the under the class one. So okay, let's run it one more time. Let's see what we got. You can see the total time is like more than now is 12 seconds. Okay, now we can move the text to above or bottom. Let's change it to up. And I'm gonna just scale it by 1.1, and then I want my text to be, which color I want it to be. Blue. Okay, everything looks fine. Let's run it. Okay, that's what we got. And my text location is in above the graphs, and it's blue color. Sounds good. Okay, so this video is a little bit long, so you may like try and learn. Do not like go to the end, so because it's gonna be a little bit different. And meanwhile, please subscribe and like if you liked. Help me to create more videos. So let's create a picture. You know, we have our animation, so we will be able to make a picture out of our animation, and then we're gonna use it for thumbnail or any other purposes we need. So let's define a picture equal to group. I'm going to group my objects, so then I can get picture out of it. So I'm saying group all the im objects. So it's not gonna collect all the object above it. Okay, and then I can scale the picture I have. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller, and then move it for one of the edges. My edge can be above, bottom, left or right. I'm saying I want to move it to the edge, and this edge is going to be left one. And then I'm gonna say my buff value means like how long, how much the distance from the edge it is. I'm saying small buff, just I wanted like small, not like too much. So and then I can define another text. I'm gonna call this text Manim. Manim, my text object gonna be okay, Manim. So just write the text Manim. This is my another object, so I'm gonna say this Manim to be next to my picture. First I can set the height for the text. I'm saying okay, multiply it with 1.3. and then I want it to be next to picture. And when we say it next to picture, again we're gonna define which part of it. I'm saying to the right. Okay, it seems we have all the objects. We're gonna there's a difference between text and text, and also when you have a dollar sign around your text, it's gonna change to the mathematical text. So what I did, I just changed it, the cosine to mathematical one. Self-play Manim. So it seems everything is fine. Let's run it. Okay, we got an error. So let's find it out. What was the error? You guys gonna get lots of errors, believe me. So when you get error, please leave a comment so I can respond to your comments. So it seems my problem was after I said play, okay, I didn't say how to play it. Show creation, that's what I missed there. And then Manim. When you say play, you're gonna say how it's gonna be played. There's a different options. So let's run it one more time. Okay, we have our sine, cosine curve, sine and cosine, and then make a picture of it and then add Manim next to it. We can this is still animation. Okay, we want the last frame to be a image. Okay, we can do that as well. Let's take this dollar sign. When it's text is much better, I believe, at least for this purpose. You may change it if you want to. I'm gonna shift the Manim a little bit down, and I'm gonna say like not 1 unit, 0.7 unit. Down, up, right or left are units for the Manim. When you say a 0.5, 1, those are just the units. And I'm adding one more weight. So this way, my animation gonna be like more smooth. Let's run it one more time. We have saved it. Yes, it's running. When you have a very high quality, it's running time, it's gonna be a little bit time. I'm gonna run it at the end. So we have our sine curve, cosine curve, and our sine and cosine. These are like for example, you can make it much better. And my Manim is located in very good place now. I'm just trying to show you how to do it. You can of course make it much better and more charming actually. Okay, again, please don't forget to subscribe. So let's make an image of it. When you put -p, it's gonna play in a very high quality, and after that it's gonna play it for you. Remember that at the end, those -p, -pl, -pm, and there's -ps, which is for image. This is for high quality animation, but after it made, it's gonna play it for you automatically. You see it, when you have high quality, it's gonna take longer time, but the quality is very high. Even though the size of your file gonna be low, but still you're gonna have very high quality animation. Okay, this is done. I'm gonna make image. Okay, I run it, and this is my image. You see, you can like change it and make it much better, looks like fancy and all of that. Yeah, the location of the file is right here. You can go and see it right here. Okay, yeah, you see the quality of the image is going to be a very high quality. So I believe that was it, and for the next video I am working on, it's gonna be for like developing integral and you know, the area under the curve, labeling, numbering, and all this is gonna be my next example. Please like, share with friends, ask your friends to subscribe and support me so I can provide you, create more Manim videos. Thank you.